F1 series for Tier 1. As we've seen some new faces on the track today, they look to be doing very well. Hopefully we will have an interesting race between the top guys. This will be interesting to see as we are just ending Q3 now, and Tom Rod Brooks is about to start his last flyer, I do believe. But we have the newcomer of Sharon Larry on pole position so far, provisional pole, 2/10 faster than everyone else on the field. That is quite amazing to see. Charles Verstappen, is he going to start his flyer? I do believe so, as he slows down for the final corner. Does he activate his hot lap mode of the ERS? No, he might actually be giving tow to his teammate behind who's about to start his lap, I do believe. As Tom is now starting his final flying lap, can Tom make it out of Q1? Here we go, on board, riding on board here with Tom into corner 1. Does he take the curb and spin it? No, he doesn't. Very nicely from the Red Bull driver. Into corner 2 and into 3 and into 4, which is the berm. Locks up a little bit, but not too much. That won't cost him too much time. As you have the fast winding section, you can get up to, I do believe, 180 through this section. As he takes it nicely, almost hitting the curb and losing it, but doing so gets a nice exit. Here he comes, hits the curb. No, doesn't hit the curb, runs a little bit wide. Can that be an invalidation? No, it is not. But Tom looking to be on a decent lap here. That curb right there, you couldn't spin easily, but Tom showing us that he knows the track and not being spun out by that one curb. And he sets a purple sector 2 for good measure. Tom is on an absolute flying lap right now. Easily on the throttle. Here he comes to the line. What can Tom Rod Brooks do? Here he comes, activating the DRS now. To the line. Here comes the Red Bull driver. What does he do? He puts it P6 in front of his teammate Verstappen, who is in P7. But we do have UNF1 Daniel. No, he's not on a hot lap. But we have Toss My Salad, who is on a hot lap now. Toss looking to do pretty well through the first part of this sector. Toss running that right-hander. Toss maybe touching the gravel there, I'm not sure. Toss making sure not to run too hard, or you will get the invalidation. Hits a 50-meter braking point very nicely. Does he spin it? No, he doesn't. Toss looking on a nice lap indeed. Can Toss make it out of Q1 as he's on the chopping block for everybody? Sets a purple sector 2 for good measure. Toss on an absolute flyer lap at the moment. Can Toss now put it together and bring it to the top 15? But he's in the top 15 right now, but he's on the cusp. If anybody else can go faster than him, he will be knocked out of Q1. Here comes Toss My Salad down the main straight away. What can he do? Toss puts it P11. He's in the safe. He's in the clear. But is Johnny on a flyer? Johnny is on a flyer. The McLaren of 8,000 RPM will be coming to the line first. I know he's on an invalidated flyer, but who is behind him? Is that the Dawnster? The Dawnster, yes, on a flyer, I do believe. What can the Dawnster do? Can he make it out of this Q1 session? As Johnny behind him follows, but Johnny looks to be going very slowly. Here comes the Dawnster. He doesn't make it to the flag in time, and the flag drops, and he does not make it to the session. But Project Raw on a flyer. This will be the last on the flyer. He's 1 second down in the first sector. Looks like backed off as he's off the hot lap mix. And who else do we have on the flyer? We do have Vody. No, Vody is backed off as well. I do believe that's it for this Q1 session. That is it. We do have the newcomer of Sharon Larry on pole. Cliffy in second. Bullard Jarrett, who is a new driver in this league as well, in third. L1 Voloche, Tasmanian Devil, Tom Rod Brooks, Verstappen, 8,000 OPM, Wavesy, that UNF1 underscore Daniel, Toast My Salad, Berries, Just Jose, Project Raw, and Joni Orr, who will be moving on to Q2. But we have lost the Dunster, Rudy, Kraken, and El Trafford and Adam Bancho. Unfortunately, Adam crashed out early in this Q1 session, so he'll be wanted to do a beautiful recovery drive. But unfortunately, we have two Alfa Tauris and two Ferraris out, and 1 racing point. As we now wait for this lobby, as we now wait for this Q1 session to come to a close, and it has. As let's take another run through, and we do have a 5-place grid penalty, which Daniel had received for making contact with his own teammate. I don't think the Williams pair will be too happy about that. But Sharon Leary, Cliffy, Boltar, Jart, L1 Veloce, Tasmanian Devil, Tom Brooks, Chestappen, 8000 OPM, Wavesy, UNF1 Daniel, Toss My Salad Berries, Just Jose, Project Raw, Johnny R95, all move on to this Q2 session, which will be getting on our way in 16 seconds. But we've lost the Dunster, Booty, Kraken, Etrafabone, and Adam Bancho, who unfortunately didn't set a lap time. As we wait for this Q2 session to get on the way, who will be the first to pull out of this pit lane? As we wait to see. We have 2 drivers on the mediums, which is Tasmanian Devil and Wavesy, and L1 Veloce as well. But I do hear a car starting up. Who will be pulling out? And that looks to be a Renault of Johnny, maybe. That is Johnny. And we do have a racing point following of Berries following behind. And we have a pass of Just Jose. And who is that? McLaren. Is that L1 Veloce? That is L1 Veloce. So we have 4 drivers pulling out onto the track in the form of Johnny R95, Berries, I do believe that is Just Jose, yes, and L1 Veloce, as we have Williams pulling out as well. Is that the Williams of, yes, both Williams are pulling out. UNF1 Daniel, Shirley, who was on pole in the Q1 session, can he retain that pole position again? Toss My Salad. And is that Cliffy behind him? Yes, that is Cliffy, followed by Wavesy, who is on an outlap as well. And we do have a Red Bull pulling out too. Is that Chestappen? That is Chestappen. And we have 8000 RPM pulling out as the 2 Mercedes sit down in that pit lane. As we do have a race, I do believe. Oh no, Boltar Racing. Bullard Jarrett just wanting to create space for team and a car behind. But we do have a Renault who is all over the back of our. As we do have the first flyer lap being done by Johnny R95 as he crossed the line to start his flyer. Here he comes into corner 1. Does Johnny loop it around on the inside curb? No, takes it very nicely, followed by Berries behind. Who is that coming down the main straight? That is L1 Veloce, followed by Just Jose. Then I do believe that is Danny Rick. But let's ride here with Johnny. Let's ride on board here with Johnny to see what lap time he can do. As that is a Mercedes of Project Raw in front. Project Raw was looking very good in the practice sessions. Let's see what Project can do. As Johnny sets purple sector 1 by default, but gets immediately taken away by Berries in the racing point behind. Or is it going to be close? Can Johnny improve on the rest of his lap to take provisional pole in just the start of this Q2 session? But does take a little bit of a delay to activate his DRS into the braking zone. Brakes about to the. Is that rain we see? I do believe that is rain. That is why all the drivers have pulled out. That is rain, I do believe, coming down. But here comes Johnny around the final 2 corners now. Hits the berm. Can he make it? Pole position at the moment. Takes that DRS very nicely. Where does Johnny put it? And the rain is coming down even harder. But Berries takes provisional pole at the moment. But it is L1 Veloce coming in hot behind. Oh, Veloce puts it second on the medium. Who is that coming? That is Just Jose. What's just a P3? And that is UNF1 Daniel, I do believe, coming to the line, followed by Shirley, and puts it P4, and Shirley puts it provisional pole once again, showing the pace in that. And he's Toast My Salad. Is that Toast? Yes, that is Toast P4, and that's followed by Bullard in second place, And who's that coming? That is Cliffy. Cliffy puts it P4. As Wavesy puts it P7 right behind his teammate. And Verstappen puts it P3. As now Tasmanian Devil pulled out a little bit late. The rain is starting to fall. Almost is the... Oh, wait, hold up. We have berries into the wall there. As the rain started to affect these dry compound tires. That is the question to ask. But we do have Project Raw, who is on a flyer now, coming up to the line. DRS activated. Doesn't make sure not to go too wide. Here it comes to the line. Puts it P10. He is safe at the moment. But the rain is coming down harder and his drivers' lap times will not be getting quicker. As we see Tasmanian Devil starting to try his flyer now. But the rain might be affecting his time. What can he do in that Mercedes car? Is he slipping? No, he looks not to be fully 100% sure in his car right now. Activated the DRS down the main straightaway. What can he do? Starts his flyer into corner 1, riding aboard here with Tasmanian Devil. It doesn't look like there's much grip there. Shifting very early, very slow into the section of the track. As there are more yellow flags there. Oh, that is unfortunate to see. As I do believe we have drivers coming back into the pit. That is correct. As we ride on board here with Tasmanian, as Tasmanian is the only driver here on a flyer right now. What can Taz do? Taz making sure the track looks to be very slippery at the moment. Cannot go as much on the throttle as he wants. Gets a little bit loosey-goosey coming out the corner. What can Taz do? Right on board here. DRS activated. It looks like the rain isn't affecting Taz too much. Taz looks to be still on a flyer, but doesn't set up urban sector 2. Can this lap time be good enough to put him into the top 10? Could he knock his teammate Project Raw out of the top 10? Here comes Taz around the final 2 corners now. What can he do? The Mercedes driver that activates the DRS down the main straight away. What does he do? Crosses the line, puts it P9, knocks his teammate down into 11. Or is that another McLaren of 8,000 RPM on a flyer? Yes, it is. Oh, it looks like the rain isn't affecting any of these drivers. It is not coming down hard enough yet. As 8, oh, Barry's retires. Oh, that's a retire in the pit lane. As Project Raw back out. No, that is Taz on his in lap now. 8,000 RPM. Looking to make it into the top 10 is... Oh, he's slow through the middle sector. Can he make up that time through the last corner? What can he do here? Approaches the final 2 corners. Make sure not to run a little bit too wide. Doesn't do so. But here he comes. Is he out of fuel? He is out of fuel. Oh no. That McLaren driver looks to be going very slow at the moment. But we do have just Jose, and that is UNF1 Daniel on the outlap. Can just Jose get that lap time in before the rain starts to dampen this track and these dry compound tires start to go away? Here we go now. Looks to be using his hot lap. Does he know that his ERS is on? That is the question. His ERS is on, but it looks like he'll be running out at the end of this lap. But he only has 47% to start this lap, followed by UNF1 Daniel, who has 75. Into corner 1 very nicely. Do any of them dare to spin on this lap? They only have 1 shot before they have to put on intermediate tires. Or looks to be not as short in the throttle as he would be in the dry loose. That might have been a little glitch there. I thought he lost the back. But here he comes, just Jose, trying to get out of the chopping board. Just Jose looking to do it nicely. Doesn't take the curb on the inside. Oh, goes a little bit wide. Does not invalidate. Takes the corners nicely. Looks like the rain isn't hard enough for these softs to start falling off. Just Jose looking to... Let's see if he improves on his second sector. He doesn't. He's 2 tenths down. But does UNF1 Daniel? No, I'm not sure because it didn't show me. But here comes just Jose. Looks to be doing a little bit of a fishtail coming out the exit. And which McLaren is that coming out the pit lane? That is 8,000 RPM and a new set of softs trying to get out there before and he's back into the pit. And both of them are back into the pit. They have decided the track is too wet for these dry compound tires. As Cliffy now pulls out of the pit lane. What can Cliffy do on the softs? I do believe this track is too damp now for the soft compound tires. As Taz retires in 9th, is that a dangerous place to do it? That is the question. because all Pushkar needs to do is not even a tenth away from his teammate. He just needs to get only a 10, and he will outqualify his teammate for the first time this season. But we're riding on board here with Cliffy, who dares to go on the drive compound task at 8,000 RPM, who is also on the softs. 8,000 looks to be out starting his lap now. We will see what he can do. 8,000 looks to be a very good driver, good pace. Is he going to activate his hot lap mix before the end of this? And he does activate it. Does he think he can improve at the moment? Yes, he does. Activated the RS down the main straightaway. He's starting his hot lap now. What can he do? That is the question. Into corner 1, here comes 8,000 RPM. Does he flip? Does he slide? No, he doesn't. Takes it nicely. Losing the back end a little bit, but catches it before it does any major damage. And he is out. He is out. That is not good to see. 8,000 RPM into the wall. We will see the look on it on Cliffy, and that is terrible to see. But Cliffy is still on the flyer now. Project Raw retiring. No project. As we will hope for someone else to crash out, and they will fall. I know it is too wet for them to improve. But here we are riding on board here with Cliffy. Cliffy in the wall. Not good to see from the Haas driver, as no one else looks to be pulling out, and everyone is retiring because they decide they cannot go faster. That is a shame to see, as everyone has now retired. As now we have the Renault of Charles on pole once again in this Q2 session. That's 2 qualifying sessions back to back, as we now head into Q3 after all these drivers do retire. Cliffy's probably frustrated, man. Would have wanted to go faster, but he will get to save his tires, as no one looks to be pulling out at the moment. We'll just wait for Cliffy now to come into the pit box. Oh, 8,000 RPM look to be doing quite well, but unfortunately lost the back end after corner 1 due to the slippery wet rain conditions of Zandvoort today on the dynamic weather. Showing us that it can be interesting and is not always dry, but this should be a very interesting race to see as we wait for Wavesy, UNF1 Daniel and Charles to retire from this session, as this is not good to see from UNF1 Daniel. Going to be starting 17th on the grid because of that 5-place grid penalty contact with his teammate. His teammate is in P2, so you should be happy for his teammate, who in the other Williams has managed to drive pretty well and is going to be quite likely, because on his debut race he has made it to Q3. Okay, I've just received light rain in Q3 and it is dry all race, so we will be having a dry race. This will be interesting to see, as we just have 2 minutes left in this. I will just wait for Charles in the Renault. If someone could kindly message him to retire, unless he wants to come out on a set of inters. As you do hear the fans cheering on the few, we have few Dutch drivers today. I think UNF1 Daniel is a Dutch driver, and I will shortly check, as it's UNF1 Daniel's home Grand Prix. He'll be wanting to do well, but that 5-place grid penalty might down his spirits. As he does retire. Oh no, we've lost Project Raw, UNF1 Daniel, 8,000 RPM, and Johnny on 95. As I do not see Tom Brooks. Is something going on that I do not know, because we have now a new challenger to a race win today. The newcomer of Charles on provisional pole for his Q2 session, but Bullard Jart, Young Chestappen, Berries, Cliffy, L1 Veloce, Wavesy, Toast My Salad, Tasmanian Devil 95, and Just Jose make it to this Q2 session. That is going to be a race to watch. As we wait for this Q2 session to get on the way. Hopefully it will. As is something wrong? Something might be wrong. Or I'm not sure if it's supposed to be this long, or I think we're just sitting and waiting here. I don't know what seems to be the problem at the current moment. Hopefully the lobby has not glitched out, and we just wait now to see what is going on. Oh no, this is unfortunate to see. Just Jose. Is it Just Jose who was lagging? I do not know, but hopefully okay, we have a glitch. Or is there gonna be a lobby reset? I think Tom Rod and Ed Strafferborn should leave because they joined it through. They can get an invite after. But let's talk about race strategy for a little bit. So we do have Charlie, Bullard Jarrett, and so we have, I do believe, 4 medium starters, which in the form of Cliffy, L1 Veloce, Wavesy, and Tasmanian Devil. As we have not seen the true pace of Veloce or Taz yet. As the Dunster leaves, do we have a lobby reset? I will let you know shortly, but it looks to be like it so far. Oh, here we go, get on the way, as we suggested for them to leave, and it has worked, and we've now moved into the Q3 session. So this will be the pole position shootout, and we will wait and see who will have pole position. As it is light rain, as we have Wavesy name not popping up. That is quite odd to see, as we turn on the telemetry here on the fitted tires, so you guys can keep up with what will be going on in this session. Who dares to come out on track first? Or are we going to have another lobby reset? I do not know. I'll let you know. As no, we look to be going now. Who is coming out? I hear our engine starting. That is our Racing Point of Berries coming out of the pit lane. The first car out is the Racing Point. As we have L1 Veloce following right behind. Is that no? So wait, that is Wavesy following behind Berries. Then L1 Veloce. Is that Tasmanian Devil? That is Tasmanian Devil. Then Charlie. Then I do believe that is the newcomer of Bullard Jarrett, and followed by Chestappen. Chestappen has been consistent all season long. Can he continue that form? That is the question. But just Cliffy and Toastmaster are the last to pull out of this pit lane, as everyone is now out on track. But Berries will be the first to come to the line to set up the first time, the target time. Nobody left by Wavesy, does he? Yes, he does. As maybe he thinks that he would want the toe off of the Alfa Romeo as he's sticking to the car in front. Has Wavesy just fallen to the track of Berries now? We will see. If Berries can stay with him and get the toe down straight away, he will get a significant toe down the straight away. Berries backs off a little bit, but here comes Wavesy. Actually, Wavesy setting the first flying lap of the session. What time can he do? No DR is activated because of the wet conditions. But here comes Wavesy down the main straightaway into corner 1. Does he spin it? It is very slippery out there because it is in a wet track. But no, they both look to be taking it very well, followed by L1 Veloce behind them. But Wavesy first riding that curve nicely. Does he spin it? Looks like he got us a little bit of snap of oversteer there, but looks to have it all covered and handled, as he will be the first and set the purple sector, the target sector that they all need to beat if they want pole position. But does he run too wide? No, he doesn't. Oh, purple sector by default. But is it taken away by Berries? No, it's not. He keeps it. But is it taken away by L1 Veloce? No, it's not. So Wavesy looks to be the fastest driver at the current moment. But no, Tasmanian Devil takes away that purple sector for good measure. Taz flying at the moment. Here comes Wavesy into sector 2. Sets another purple. Does Berries beat it? No, Berries does not. Berries looks to be trailing behind Wavesy at the moment. Wavesy looks to be flying pretty nicely. But Taz takes it away again. Taz getting slipstream off of L1 Veloce. Does Veloce not realize that Taz is behind him? Oh, Veloce now realizes and lets him by. But here comes Wavesy. Wavesy to the line. What time is it? It is a 1:18.4. That is the target time. Here comes Berries though. What can Berries do? A 1:20. That's 2 seconds off the pace. But here comes Taz. Oh, we do have a crash and he's around, and that's just Jose on the racing line. Almost takes out Verstappen with him. But we have now Charles on pole position once again, showing the pace. But here comes Bullard Jarrett into P2. That is very decent lap there by the two newcomers. But we have Toss Myself coming to the line now. What can Toss do? Toss puts it P5 as we do have Cliffy going to his teammate. Cliffy had to back off because of his teammate on the racing line down the main straightaway. But that is unfortunate to see, as now Veloce on a flyer looking to take pole position away from Charles. As Veloce invalidates, that is unfortunate to see. We know Veloce is very quick in these wet rain conditions, as everyone should be on the in lap now. Except Berries. Berries on a hot flyer now. Berries, 6 tenths up into the second sector. What can he do? Berries looking to be going slowly, but looks can be deceiving. Here comes Berries now. Berries looks to be taking the corners nicely. Doesn't make sure to run not too wide. Could have been an invalidation if a millimeter went extra too wide. But Spray coming off the Racing Point driver. Here he comes down the main straightaway to set a 1:18.8. Puts it P2. Here comes L1 Veloce. Now Veloce starts his flyer. Now Veloce will be pushing his car, as Taz as well. And who is that behind him? Charles is on another flyer as well. But we have Bullard Jarrett to enter the pit lane. But is Toss on another flyer? Yes, Toss is on. What can Toss do? Does he pull into the pit? He does pull into the pit. That's not what I was expecting. But Berries now should let L1 Veloce, who is on a flyer behind him. Veloce, does he still have purple sector too? No, he doesn't, but he's 2 tenths up on his time. Veloce doesn't look to be the quickest around here in the wet rain conditions, as Charles takes provisional pole at the current moment. But Veloce looking to deny the newcomer of his pole position. Veloce taking the corners decently, easily sweeping on the throttle, make sure not to stamp on it too hard or you will lose traction. But Veloce to the purple sector too. Veloce on fire right now. Veloce, can he take pole away? We know Veloce is relatively quick in these rain conditions, but Tasmanian Devil behind him is also on a flyer, but Taz looks to be struggling. Veloce almost invalidates. That's actually quite wide. I've never seen someone go that wide off the track. And here comes Veloce to the line. Does he take pole? Of course, no, he doesn't. Oh no, that is not what he wants to see. Taz comes up to the line, puts it still P8. Charles even faster in that Renault. Oh no, Veloce kicking himself, wanting to get that pole position away from the newcomer of Charles. But we are in for a pole position treat right now. As Bullhard Dart back out on track on an outlap, or lets him by Chaz Verstappen as he should. You know, Chaz isn't on a lap, so he didn't really need to let him by. But here comes Cliffy down into corner 1. Cliffy actually, I do believe this is his first time in Q3 after a few races, because he normally has bad luck, but I do not wish him that this weekend. I wish him a very good weekend indeed for the Haas driver. Let's see what Cliffy can do. Cliffy wanting to show his pace after the few bad qualifying sessions he has had. But Chaz going to start his flyer now. Chaz turned on the hot lap, making sure not to run too wide for invalidation. Here comes Chaz Verstappen down the main straight away, crossing the line to start his hot lap now. Exited his flyer, but Bullhard Jarrett behind him on another flyer. Who is that behind him? Is that no? The Renault comes back into the pit lane, but that is Taz. Does Taz stay out? No, Taz comes in as well. So we do have a treat now, as Cliffy coming through the middle sector is 2 seconds up on his time. What can Cliffy do? Cliffy doesn't look to be a fan of these wet rain conditions too much. Cliffy has had bad luck in the past, but we do know he's a good driver, getting a podium P2 last weekend from starting last on the grid. That was an amazing drive. He pulls back into the pit, says he cannot improve, so he decides otherwise. But we do have Chaz, who is on a flyer. He's one of the Alfa Romeos. No, they aren't. But Barry's also on a flyer, back out on track. But Chaz looks to be on a decent purple sector 2. What can Chaz do? We know Chaz is a more than capable driver. What can Chaz do now? Chaz taking the corners perfectly. Chaz, I know Chaz personally. Chaz never gives up until the last second. Here comes Chaz now. What can he do? Down the main straight away. Can he nick pole? No, he doesn't. He nicks second away from Veloce. No. Oh no. Veloce not too pleased about that one, I bet. But right on board here with Wavesy. Wavesy was provisional pole in the start of the session. Can Wavesy take back that pole position as he's followed by his teammate Toast My Salad, and Berries is behind Toast My Salad, but we have Veloce who's on an outlap behind them as well. But we're gonna ride on board here with Wavesy. Give him a little sunlight. Well, there's not really any sunlight. Give him a little shadow from the clouds up above. Wavesy makes sure not to invalidate. Looking to be smooth at those controls. Sets a purple sector 2. Can Wavesy take that pole position away from the Renault driver of Charles? Charles doesn't make you. Does he? No, he doesn't. I've noticed some of these tier 1 drivers know the track limits very well, but that is Berries in spun around. But anyways, Wavesy comes to the line, takes pole. He does take pole. Here comes Toast My Salad behind him. Can Toast do better than his teammate? Toast, no he can't, but puts it P6. Who behind him is on a flyer? I do not believe anyone else. As just happened now gonna start his flyer, I do believe. And Veloce starting his flyer as well. What can Veloce do? Here comes just starting his hot lap now. Make sure not to touch that curb, it's very slippery in the rain and in the dry conditions as well. As Charles is coming back out to try take back his pole position. But can he do it in that Renault? That is the question. As there's a wing on the track from Wavesy, as Bullhard Jarvis has just pulled back out onto the track. But as we watch now to see who will win this pole position shootout, my bet is maybe L1 Veloce. I not mean to be biased, but L1 Veloce is quite quick. But can't call anyone else. Taz quite relatively quick driver as well. But Charles now on his flyer. What can Charles do? And he's in the barrier. He's in the barrier. That is not good to see. No, no, no. That is disaster. But Chaz tapping purple sector 1. Chaz doing relatively well in these wet rain conditions. Here comes Chaz now. What can Chaz do? Does he lock up? Does he lock up going into this corner? No, Chaz takes a purple sector 2. Chaz utterly obliterating these track times right now. Can Chaz take the first pole position of his career in the UNF1 UN eSports series? Here comes Chaz now. Chaz gets it perfect. Chaz has had a perfect lap so far. Can Chaz continue his form? Oh, Chaz, no, Chaz! No, we could have possibly seen a pole position lap there from the Red Bull driver. Oh no, that's not what he wanted to see. No, Chaz. Oh, my heart goes out to Chaz right now. That's heartbreak. But Elon Veloce looking to take back pole position. Veloce looking to do well, as we do have Cliffy coming to the line now. What can Cliffy do in that Haas car? 2 seconds up in the second sector. And now he comes to the line. Puts it. P1. That is a lap by Cliffy. Great lap there from the Haas. Good job, Cliffy. Hats off to you. But wait, we're not done yet. Taz coming to the line now. Taz only puts it P5. Cannot improve. But we do have, no, is that Alfa Romeo of Wavesy now. Wavesy looking to take back pole position away from Cliffy now. Here he comes down the main straightaway. What can he do? It is the live or die moment now. Doesn't take pole away. Can L1 Veloce take pole now? L1 Veloce looking to be very well. L1 Veloce looking to be a little bit slow out of the final 3 corners. L1 Veloce, does he take pole? No, yes he does. Yes he does. That is a great lap there by the McLaren driver. Hats off to these guys. They're showing very good lap times. Cliffy showing the most improvement from last weekend. Good driving so far, Cliffy. But is Taz on another flyer? Taz is on another flyer. But we do have Bullard Jart coming to the line now. Puts it P1. Good lap there by the Williams. Good lap. Good lap indeed. Wait for Taz. We wait for Taz now. Taz looks to be going relatively slow, but Taz, you never know. These looks can be deceiving, as I like to say. Taz sideways around Tokyo drift, very well held by the Mercedes driver. What can Taz do? No, better than P8, P7 on the grid, so my apologies there. As it looks like we have the new driver of Bullard Jart in the Williams on pole position. That is what I'm talking about. We have true talent in this league, as Veloce has to settle for second best, 2/10 off the best time. That is not something I expected to see. But Bullard Jart could possibly take his would take his first victory in UNF1, and he's in his first race. This will be amazing to see. As let's take a quick run through of the order. Bullard Jart, L1 Veloce, Cliffy. Is that Wavesy? That is Wavesy in P4. Surely, who would have wanted not to crash on his flyer? Did crash, and unfortunately that's it for P5. Chaz stopping in P6. Chaz, I know he wanted to do better than that, but Chaz, come on, head down. We know you can do a good race. Tasmania Devil, P7. I expected Taz to be in the top 3, but unfortunately not. That is a shocker to see. But come on, Taz, we know you have capability. Toast my salad, berries. Adjust Jose, who did not set a lap time, crashed out on the main straightaway earlier on in this session, as he would want to be redeeming himself for the race now. The strategy this weekend, I do think, is soft to hard or medium to hard. That is good to see, guys. Come on, put heads down, guys, as we now wait for this grid to load in, as we are going to be treated to what will be an amazing race here in the UNF1 round 8 Dutch Grand Prix here at Zandvoort, as when we now wait for everyone to load in. As a driver to watch today, I definitely think is Bullard Jart. Mate, if you're listening to me, Bull, you're doing pretty well. So keep up the form, keep up the pace, head up. Come on, bring the fight to Veloce and Taz. Let's see a good race. As we're just taking a look down the pit lane now, fans look to be quite thrilling upstairs. One's clapping for good measure. I don't know what they're clapping at, but they're clapping like there's entertainment. Maybe it's excitement they can feel from the newcomer of Bullard Jart on pole. No pressure, Bull. Just head down and we should see a good one. As we have one red light and we are on the formation lap, Bull takes them away in P1. As we do have a full grid here, which is amazing to see. But Bull in P1, followed by L1 Veloce in the McLaren, the championship leader. Then Cliffy, who's had his best qualifying of the season, followed by Wavesy, Charler in P5, who was on pole position for the first two qualifying sessions. But Kraken and Adam are out. No! Adam, unfortunately, has been DQ'd from this formation lap. But Chaz in P6, Taz in 8, Toss in... No, sorry. Chaz in 6, Taz in 7th, Toss in 8th, Berry's in 9th, Just Jose in 10th, Project Raw, my fellow mate, in P11, 8,000 RPM in 12th, Johnny All 95 in 13th, Donster, one of my other good mates in P14, Bodie P15, UNF1 Daniel, who's I know he's quite capable of driving that Williams to the maximum limit. Then we have Tom Rod Brooks, want to get a beautiful recovery drive, as at Red Bull has unfortunately not made it into the Q2 sessions, but will be wanting to get a great recovery drive. And we have Ed Traffabone in last but not least. Ed Traffabone, come on, we know you can do well. As Bullard Jart take them around the lap. We have the predicted pitch strategy, soft to hard or soft off medium. I do recommend the soft to hard. That is definitely the quicker strategy. If you can stretch out those softs, you can maybe stretch onto the mediums. But this is now we wait to see, as 8,000 RPM and Johnny All 95 are out. That is not good to see. But Bullard Jart trying to get those tires. Does you do a burnout to get those rubber warm? I would stomp on the brakes to make sure those brakes are well up to heat. But you don't want to create a collision. But as we now we wait here for the grid to reform. Let me turn on the telemetry so you guys can see the ERS and DRS levels. Positions changed, none so far. Tires, penalties, there we go. Alright, here we go, boys. This is what we want to see. This is the race we've come to watch. This is where the money is made, the start. As we do have a great camera angle here for the start. We just wait for the two least runners to pull up to the grid now. And it should be going on the way now. We just wait for the grid to load in. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in the Zandvoort. As lights out, away we go. Does Veloce looks to have a good start, challenging Bullard Jart into corner 1. As we have a word camera angle, but Veloce takes the lead into corner 1. As we have a word timing glitch here, but Bullard Jart looks to be trying to retake. Wavesy up into P3. We have a weird timing glitch, hopefully it's sorted out too soon. But Charlie, Tasmanian Devil, Cliffy down to 7th. That is not good. 6th actually, because of the weird timing glitch. But Veloce leads the field away. Do we have a battle? No, we have a big crash. A big crash here at the back. Is that Adam in the berries in the barrier? Oh no, and it is a safety car. That is not good to see on the first lap. But no one is out. L1 Veloce takes the lead. Veloce can conserve his tires now, as we do have the timing back. Sorry, not the timing, the intervals between the drivers. But we have L1 Veloce. Let's see who has made the most positions change so far. Veloce up 1, Bullard Jart down 1. That is, I do believe that Wavesy up 1, Charlie up 1, Cliffy lost 3. That is not good to see. Chaz lost 1. 8,000. I'm tossed my salad stayed. Great start there by Project Raw. 2 places in the first lap. That is good to see. Just Jose stayed the first. 8 Daniel. Great, amazing start by Daniel. Up in 5 positions, up into 11th, almost back in the points here. Now we have Johnny, who's made 1 position. Tom Rod Brooks. Tom showing the pace. Tom up into 13th, 6 positions on the first lap. That is mental. We do have people jumping into the pits though. Charlie, is that? No. Yes, that's Cliffy and Charlie. And who is that? I held Bullard Jart into the pit lane as well. But he's gonna lose position. Maybe falling down all the way. Oh no, that is not good to see. UNF1 Daniel, 7 positions up. Tom Rod Brooks up to 11th from 14th, 19th on the grid. As we do have more drivers coming into the pit lane, more pit lane action. Chaz stopping on the hards. Kraken, 8,000 RPM. Berries, we have a weird glitch going on here. I do know. Okay then, mate. Alrighty then. Oh no, is that into the back? Is that in the back? It just went off Dunster. We wait to see if there will be any penalty awarded. No, there isn't. So they have not caused any collisions, but hey, Mercedes, 3rd and 5th. That is amazing to see. Project Raw, how many positions has Project Raw gained? That is 6 positions. He started 11th, now up to 5th in matter of 2 laps. That's great to see. And his teammate is just up ahead now. What? This is going to be a feisty race. Interesting. Tasty Berries is out. No, not good for the Racing Point team. We go down to 18 drivers on the Zandvoort circuit. But no, yes, and that is 18 drivers down. That is unfortunate to see. Some of them might have crashed under the safety car, but let's take a quick run through the order. L1 Veloce waves a very nice start by him indeed. Tasmanian Devil tossed my salad in 4th. Then we have Project Raw getting a great start in 5th. Just Jose getting a great start from 10th on the grid up into 6th. UNF1 Daniel from starting 16th on the grid up into 7th. That is amazing to see indeed. Then we have Johnny all 95. Tomar Brooks has made the most positions so far in this Grand Prix. And then Adam Bancho, only his 2nd race in the UNF1 series. Bullhard Jarrett first, started on pole, now 11th. Can he make those hard work to the end? As we do have Dunster, as looks like we have might coming in this lap. As Chestappen, Kraken and 8,000 RPM rounds out the field, 8,000 on the softs. Ooh, that's a bit of a dicey move there, mate. But not judging, just saying I wouldn't have done it myself. Safe car is in this lap. Veloce leads them on to lap 3, which will be lap 4 when they do restart. Veloce, we know Veloce likes to get a jump. Can he get a good enough jump? That is the question. To cover off the Alfa Romeo of Wavesy looking for his first victory and first podium. Wavesy, I know Wavesy's probably in that cockpit thinking, alright, when is he gonna go? I want to get the best start, see if I can get the best run at him. Does he look to be going? As he's gone, L1 Veloce gone away. As he left Wavesy for dust, almost 7/10 up into the first corner. But wait a minute, do we have a move in any part of the circuit? We do. Tom Brooks and Johnny on 95, maybe. Yes, he is. Does he look to the inside? Does Tom Brooks look to the outside actually? Late braking. Can he make the move? Stick tries to do the switchback, takes the curb. No, cannot make the move. But it looks like we don't have any changes up the field so far. Let's go to the leaders as somebody locks up. As now Toss pressurizing on the soft. Pressurizing Tasmanian Devil. Can Toss myself get past the Mercedes driver? I know Toss is capable, a very capable driver indeed. As we do have wheel to wheel between Kraken and Chestappen. And who is that? And Chestappen loses the place to Kraken. But Veloce looks to be storming away in the lead at the looks of it right now, mate. But we do have Wavesy trying to hang on to that. But something worth noting is Wavesy does have more ears than L1 Veloce. As now we do not look like we have any moves coming into this part of the circuit. Everyone looks to be single file, stuck behind each other. As while we're looking, Tom Robrook made a move. Stick. As we do have Just Jose maybe trying to make a move on UNF1 Daniel trying to make a move on Just Jose maybe. As we here we go into corner 1. Actually Toss. Oh, Project Raw trying to pressurize Toss. As we do have someone into the wall. Is that someone crashed? If someone has crashed. No, we have a pit lane. Someone into the pit lane. But here we come. As now Project Raw looking for a move now. Just Jose looks to be trying to pull away from UNF1 Daniel. Then we have Tom Brooks looking to maybe make it to the podium by the end of this race. Doing relatively well. We do not have any moves so far. Bullhard Jarrett looking to get back up into the points. As Adam is denying him right now at the moment. But can he make it? As we do have Toss trying to make a move maybe. Taz looks the purple sector too. Can Taz make a move? As we do have a battle between the no, and Charlie there tries to make the move but cannot make it stick. But who is going to make the first move of the season, of the session, sorry. As L1 Veloce is storming away in the lead now, McLaren. As we look at Charles there, will try to get a good run on Dunster going into corner 1 here at the Zandvoort circuit at the Grand Prix. Looks to the inside, maybe, no he doesn't, decides otherwise. We do not have any significant moves as Cliffy gets past Rudy at the looks of it. But we do have, is that UNF1 Daniel trying to make a move on Tom Brooks. That is, as we do have 8,000 RPM diving on the inside, wheel to wheel now. Oh, and that's cracked booty in the wall. Huge crash. Ferrari completely out of the session, but manages to keep it on track, and that is a VSC. Those soft runners must be smiling because they're not going to get much tire wear at the rate of the race is going so far. But L1 Veloce out in the lead by almost 2 seconds clear of the field. Wavesy under pressure from Taz. Toss under pressure from no one. Toss is checked out, I think. No, he hasn't. He has put the car behind him. As we're looking for any moves that could possibly happen. As we are hoping to be green, as Bodie, who crashed, must be a little bit happy after making contact with 8,000 RPM and losing out. But L1 Veloce looks to be, and we do have a pit that is by Toss My Salad. Toss, what tires is soft going on? Possibly the medium. The medium for the Alfa Romeo driver. As we do have, are we racing? And we are green now. If anyone gets there to get the drive through, no they don't. But hold on, wait, he has got a significant jump and he's now all over the back of Veloce. Oh no, Veloce no has to now put on the steam. As we do have Adam. No, Adam. Is he spun around? He's lost piece of his front wing. But we're looking for any moves possible now. The top 3 very tight indeed. Now we're gonna have a 3-way battle for the lead of the race. As looks like he's got the rest. Is he closing up close enough? No, he's not. But his teammate behind Project Raw, not doing too bad indeed. But just Jose all over the back of Project Raw. Could we possibly see a move sooner than later? But here comes Tasmanian Devil using the overtake, trying to close up enough. And we do have 8,000 RPM round. Is that 8,000 out? No, he looks like just spun it onto the gravel. But he looks to be okay. As now, is that Charlier? Yes, Charlier is gaining on Dunster. Gaining. Looking to the inside on the Alfa Story. Wheel to wheel contact. Does Charlier go round? No, he doesn't. Fights to live another day. But it is wheel to wheel now. What can he do? No, he concedes the position. Now, looks like Cliffy wants a sniff. Gets to try and make a move past this duo. Now, but Kraken's is the fastest lap for good measure. And we do have Taz closing up to Wavesy losing time to L1 Veloce again, trying to look for a move. We do have Tom Rod Brooks all over the back. Could we see a move going into this braking zone? Does it count? Does he know it? No, he saved that overtake for maybe the main straightaway. As we look to see, oh no, that's a bit of a corner cut there by Just Jose. But never mind, we are going down the main straightaway. What move can we see from Red Bull driver? We know Tom Brooks is very quick in that straight line. He uses the overtake, closes up. This is gonna be the move. Closes up. He doesn't need to use the overtake anymore. He's now within the DRS range. Pulls to the inside. Does Just Jose fight it around the outside? Of course he does. Late braking. Just Jose might just have to concede the position, and he does. And now we have wheel to wheel between Bullard Jarrett and Johnny 095. Dunster and Charlie wheel to wheel now. Who comes out on top? And it looks like Dunster might have to concede. Dunster maybe have touched the back of him. No, and hold on. Cliffy looks to be up on the inside. He is up on the inside of Dunster. Dunster losing 2 positions in his face of a few corners there. That is amazing to see. But Bullard Jarrett back up into the corner. Can Bullard continue his pace? We know he's quite quick. Can he do it? Does he do it? That is the question as we wait for a move now. as Johnny are leading the train. Johnny getting left by just Bullard Art, doing nicely indeed. But we do have Cleffe all over the back of Charlaire. Can he make a move? Stick. Does he make a move? But we might have a move for P2 at the looks of it. Taz using all of his overtake. Taz maybe pulling to the inside on the Alfa Romeo. No, Taz stays behind for one more corner. But we might have a move down this main straightaway. Everyone using the overtake, but no one can make a move. Does we have a move from the Alfa? No, we don't. We look like we have smoke. Maybe a lock up from one of the drivers. But so far, it looks like the field is fairly spaced out. Project Raw under pressure from Tom Rod Brooks behind. I know Project has had bad luck in the past, but Project doing fairly well. I don't want to jinx him, but Project driving extremely well so far in this race. Good driving there, Project Raw. As we do have maybe a move for third down the main straightaway. No, we don't. Looks like we don't have any real battles now. The closest battle is now Tom Rod Brooks on the back of Project Raw. What can he do? Does he? No, he waits for the main straightaway as he did with just Jose. Locks up a little bit, but in the space of 2 laps he will get 2 corners in 2 cars in the corner 1. As do we see a move maybe? Yes, using the overtake. Does Project Raw fight it? Project not using his overtake as much, but Tom a little bit too far back for a move. Cars to concede, almost runs into the back of him. He does, but we do have a 3-way battle here now. Cliffy trying to fight it around the outside. Johnny holding up this 2 behind him. Johnny not helping his teammate at all in this race so far, as it's now very close. We could possibly see an accident as we have a lockup from Johnny 95, but no one making contact so far. That is going to be amazing to see what they will do. Now we will maybe see a move going into this dangerous top part of the circuit. No, Johnny managed to stay ahead of his Renault F1 teammate, as it looks like Cliffy maybe pulling to the inside here. No, he doesn't. 6 behind him. What can Cliffy do? As you know, have Project Raw still under pressure from Tom Rod Brooks over. Looks like Cliffy went a little bit wide, but wheel to wheel between the 2 Renaults. Does Johnny fight too hard? No, I do not believe he would want to give. No, he does fight too hard. Johnny, decent defensive move there from the Renault F1 team driver. As we do have Taz into the pit lane, what does Taz put on? Taz puts on Hodge. Is Taz going to try to undercut L1 Veloce? Oh, hold on, we have a move here into corner 1. That is a decent move there from Tom Rod Brooks to take P3 away from that unfortunate soul. As we have wheel to wheel around the outside. There's Charlaire. Cliffy stuck now behind. A wheel to wheel between the Dunster. The Dunster Taz fighting around the outside. No, and that is contact between the 2. As now Taz has just got named 2-3. Oh no, almost runs into the back of Verstappen. At the looks of it. Oh no. That is not good to see from Taz. Taz looked like he might have stuck his nose somewhere it didn't belong. And it proved to cause costly. But Johnny now under pressure from Cliffy. What can the battle do? As Toss My Salad now gets past the reckoned Alpha Tori of Dunster. As the closest battle here is now we have Cliffy on Johnny 95. Cliffy fighting around the outside. Wheel to wheel into the braking zone. Cliffy round the outside on Johnny. That is a great move by Cliffy in the hatch. But now we have... Is that... Hold on. Wheel to wheel between Chaz. No. But that is... No, we do not have a move. As now we have just Jose into the pit lane. What tires go on? Those looks to be the Hods. Those are the Hods. Do we have a move down? No, we do not. We might. Yes, we do. By Taz closing up on Johnny. Johnny holding up, wanting to help out his teammate. Johnny doing very well to help out his teammate right now. But now, the question is, does Johnny hold him up? Because every lap Johnny stays out under the softs, he's losing time. But he is helping the team benefit from holding up a potential race winner in Tasmanian Devil. As the closest battle now, as Dunster pits to change his front wing. Verstappen comes out now. Verstappen and Dunster, we're hoping to see a safety car. Veloce 1 second clear of Wavesy behind. Wavesy just trying to hang on to Veloce, but Veloce is showing that he has pace. He has consistency. Oh no, we have Veloce's teammate, 8,000 RPM. Is that him into the barrier? Yes, that is. But we do have round the outside or inside Taz, and that is a safe. No way! No way! That is a safety car. I do not see that much damage on the track where it is necessary to bring out a safety car. As L1 Veloce looks to be racing the safety car. As now Bullhard darts up into P2 after the accidenting the few corners. Applause, man, applause. Great strategy, great driving to the Williams driver. Now we will have a second safety car restart as Taz. This is not Taz's race. Taz could have undercut Veloce, but now because of the safety car, he will not undercut Veloce. Unless, if he closes up enough, Taz will be able to undercut Veloce, and Veloce will lose out to Project Raw, Tasmanian Devil, Just Jose. He could fall down, quite fall down the field if Veloce is not careful. But Bullhard right now. Bullhard, 11 lap old Hards. What can he do? We down Veloce. Oh no. No, no, no. This is not good. There he could. So now 11th, 12th place is now caught up to the safety car. Veloce can fall all of 11 places down the field. No, he should have boxed. Unless he's too far in front. We'll see what the race leader does now. Does he pull into the pits? Oh no, Danny Rick. Can we see what happened? No, he looked like he just dropped it like George at Imola last year. But Veloce stays out. Oh, was that a wise decision? Was that a good decision by that McLaren F1 team driver? Could that have just cost him the race? Now we will see. Cliffy, potential race leader here. Oh, Cliffy almost losing the back end as we've lost Ricky. Charlier, 12 lap old. We have a few drivers, but Tasmanian Devil. Taz looking to do nicely. Taz has his teammate behind him. Oh no! Is that Project is out? No way. Doing so well. Career best, and Project unfortunately retires from the Dutch Grand Prix. Drops it under the safety car like George last season. The only person to have a penalty right now is Cliffy, and how many seconds is that? That's 3 seconds for track limits. Project, no man, you're doing so well. It's unfortunate to see safety car is in this lap, but Bullard looks to be getting quite feisty there. Almost going into the back of Veloce. But a safety car, here comes the safety car restart. Veloce backing up the field. Since it is a new driver behind him, he's probably going to try the same thing. Or maybe Kraken gets a 5-second penalty for causing collisions with Adam. Adam gets a 5-second penalty for as well. Now we wait. We're looking down the field, see if there's any. Oh no! Whoa! There, Veloce. Oh, L1 Veloce almost completely ran him out of space. But Bullard Jart didn't get the best jump. Veloce almost hit a second up into the corner 1. Oh, we have Tom Brooks round. Tom Brooks is around. As he managed to keep that bar, he has. But that is not good to see. As we do have Taz and Charlie going wheel to wheel. Sharon Larry decides to back out of it. That is not good to see from Tom Brooks. Tom was up into the podium, I do believe. And now he has nothing. But Veloce stormed away, 1 second away from the field now. Veloce showing masterclass on those old medium. But Bullard Jarrett holding up the rest of the field. Is there any moves possibly? No. But maybe from Verstappen and Joni 095. Verstappen all over the back of Joni 095. Is there a move? Potential move between the two? Just stop it using overtake. Just stop it maybe close enough to make a breaking move. But wheel to wheel between the two athletes, and the two athletes that have swap on after the stage. Garbage time. We may have a move here. We may have a move here. As you see. Who dives into the pit? No one at the moment. But Veloce just storming away right now, showing that his mediums do have the pace to pull away. But Kaji hold it. That is the question. As we look down the field to see if anyone is trying to make a move. Charles looks to be under pressure from Sharon Leary. Sharon Leary looks to be pressurizing Taz. Does he force Taz into a mistake? Books it round the right hander in 6th gear, 6th down to 5th. Does he go in the late? So, no, he doesn't. But we do have a yellow flag, and that is cracking around. Oh no, not good for the Ferrari drivers today. Elon Veloce pulling away. But we might have a move here from Charles. No, he can't, because his tires are so much older. He will not be able to make a move. Can Charles make a move? No, Charles closing up enough, but cannot make any move possible. And here we go. Can Sharon Leary make a move on? No, he can't, but DRS has been enabled, which make it easier for him to sail by if he can. And it's a 111.8 from Cliffy, who's Cliffy storming his way back to the field. As he looks for any possible move. Can Chaz send it? Chaz goes into the back of Johnny. Chaz probably has had maybe some duct tape will work on that wing. He could probably take back on that right end plate. But that's not working at the moment. Chaz, I'm gonna have to box again. The two Red Bulls almost outside the points. Chaz going wide. 8,000 RPM looking to move past Chaz. Does he? No, he doesn't. We have a three-way battle here for 4th place, sorry, my bad. 4th place. As Cliffy closing up to the 2. Cliffy will want to make quick work of Sharon Leary and Taz main endeavor to go catch the leader of L1 Veloce, but L1 Veloce after the round of pit stop may not be the leader at the looks of it. But here comes Cliffy. Has Cliffy got the best exit? Cliffy pressurizing into corner 1. Cliffy using overtake. Cliffy may be looking down the inside. No, he doesn't. Decides otherwise. Sticks it behind. Now, where can we see a move down the field? Doesn't look like there is any so far. As it looks like we've all been spaced out. But Bullard Jarrett closing back up to L1 Veloce. This is not what L1 Veloce wants. I know what Veloce is doing. Veloce is staying out because those mediums can go 26 laps. So Veloce can stay with and go soft at the end. So Veloce has taken my strategy. Has no moves at the current moment. Tasmanian Devil looks to be struggling and the two behind him are catching. Could we possibly see a new race winner? As we look to see if there will be any moves. As it doesn't look so at the moment, but Sharon Leary looks to be closing up to Tasmanian Devil. But do we see a move going into corner 1 from Sharon Leary? Sharon Leary using overtake, trying to get past Taz. Looks to be desperate to get past Taz. Cannot go any faster, but he sets the fastest lap on hard. That shows the pace in that Renault F1 team. But we do not see any other moves. Oh, he might have gone. No, he gets very close, but does not go into the battling. Quickly looks to be falling off on those mediums. And just Jose probably waiting for his tires to warm up. But Sharon Leary all over the back of Taz. Now we have Toss all over the back of Adam. Can Toss get past his former F1 team racing points? Now he's in the Alfa Romeo. Does he get past? But Adam looks to be closing up the Chaz, stopping with wing damage. Chaz looks to be holding up the pair now. What can Adam do? Can Adam maybe send this Chaz from far way back? Uses overtake, using all of it to get past him, quite frankly. But does he send it? He does send it. A little bit of a dodgy move there. Turned it a little bit too early. Did Adam, but that might have cost full costly as he's falling now behind. Toast my salad. As now the battle for P3 now. As this is from 6th to 1st, they're all in a train of DRS. No one can shake anyone. So you could possibly see a massive collision which causes way of the top leaders to drop out. But we do have a very nice train on it. We do not see any moves possible though. But hold on, Bullard Dart closing up to Volace. Wavesy closing up to Bullard Dart. If Volace decides to pit around, Softs can go around 10 laps. So Volace pit lap 26 maybe could take this race victory. Come on Volace, you just brought life into this race. Come on mate, push push. We do not see any moves possible. But hold on, wait a minute. We have a train coming down the main straight away now. We could possibly see Adam sail past. Chaz stopping right now. Adam in the slipstream. Adam pulling to the inside. Can the racing boy driver make the move? Yes, he does. Late braking. Adam gives Chaz the squeeze, but that is quite questionable there. That's a little bit of a. Oh no! Contact. Adam might have just broke Adam out. Chaz turned it a little bit too early there and caused the Racing Point driver going into the barrier. Shame to see from Adam, only his second race here, and he doesn't have damage, so he will be pushing back in this race to get back into those points. Wait, this is amazing to see. 6-way battle for P1. They're still in the same order. But it's just amazing to see. Oh no! That is Wavesy! Wavesy in the barrier! Might take up Sharon there. Wavesy in the pit lane. Whoa, that's almost contact. No. No, it's down to a 5-man battle. What can he do? As Cliffy looks to be trying to make a move. So that takes Wavesy out of his first ever podium. That's not happy to see. Must have been heartbreaking for him to happen. What we don't have that many penalties on the field today. That is something great, man. Let's see, Volace 22 laps on the mediums. Volace doing the strategy I would have done yesterday. But I've got contact. But you know, Volace doing very well indeed. Volace driving superbly at the moment. But it's being hunted down by Bullard Dart. Bullard Dart, if he decides to turn on his ears a little bit longer than he's using it now, he will save his class Volace with almost 100% ERS. He could take the lead. He could take the victory here. Cliffy gets a 3-second penalty. No, it's not what he wanted, as he's now gonna have to create 3 seconds with the cars up ahead. But no moves so far. As we do halfway, Tomer Brooks looking for a move on Dunster, wheel to wheel. Do they make contact like we've seen a couple drivers do? No, Dunster knows. Tomer Brooks. It's inevitable what was gonna happen. Tom putting a push now and completely flying on those hard contacts. But we do maybe have a move here. Yes, Chaz gets by Kraken. But now Bullard Dart. Hold on, Volace. You need to save your ERS, mate. You're now completely done. While if Bullard Dart wanted to, he would easily blow by you, mate. So that save Volace. As now Bullard Dart, I think he's gonna go for it. He is gonna go for it. Using overtake. Goodbye, Volace. That's what he's saying. And he now takes the race lead. What I know the softs are going on to the Veloce McLaren. Now Veloce is going to have to put on a mega drive, as his teammate might get by him as well. Does his teammate get by him? No. Maybe. Yes, he does. So now Veloce has to get past. Has to make up 7 positions to make up that time that he's lost. Bullard Jarto off in the race lead. Taz in second. Sharon Leary in third. Pepe in fourth. Just Jose in fifth. 8,000 RPM in sixth. Elon Veloci, who just put on the softs and is now tearing up the field, in seventh. Plus my salad in 8th. Tom Rodbrooks in 9th. Runster in 10th. Johnny O95, Wazy in 12th. Adam Vody, Verstappen and Kraken. We come. Well, this is gonna make. Don't touch that dial. Cause Veloce just getting past his teammate. I know his teammate's not gonna fight him too hard. But why is he trying to re-overtake his teammate? That is not the best thing to do, as he concedes the position. And toss boxing for stuff, I do believe. No, Veloci has to make up 7 seconds to the next car up ahead. So he has to make up a total of 12 seconds in 10 laps. Can he do it? Has his gamble paid off as Adam into the wall? Adam out. Is this a safety car possibly? No, he retired from menu. Oh no, that is not what you should do, Adam. But we'll let the stewards decide on what happens there. As now we do have the field looks a bit spaced out. By the looks of it. Well, let's say 6 seconds away from Just Jose. Just Jose 6 seconds away from Cliffy. Well, Cliffy using his overtake, trying to make the move past Sharon Leary. Cannot make it. Has to stick behind. And Bullhard Jarrett. 24 lap old hards. Mate, if you win this, you personally get my standing celebration, mate. I don't know what to say if you win this, man. Veloci, you know, 5 seconds away from Just Jose, but Just Jose 7 seconds away. Oh, has the gamble paid off? Let's see what the gap is to the leader. Veloci 14 seconds away from the leader. Could that pit stop have cost Veloci? That would be 2 weekends in a row that it has. Oh no. Could we see Veloci finish outside the podium? As we still have the 4-way, but actually no. Bullard Jart cleared the 3 of them behind. Bullard Jart gone in the race lead. If Bullard doesn't get a penalty, I mean a puncture, which his tires look like they are decently fine. But Sharon Leary trying to pressurize Tasmanian Devil now. Taz looking like he made 2 moves. I'm not sure what he did there. But Sharon Leary just sticking behind Taz, which is not the last lap yet, folks. So don't touch that dial. We could possibly see a very late. We could see a very late storm through by Veloci actually. We know Veloci is quite quick. Veloci needs to put a really good push on now to show that he has the pace. That would be amazing to see if he can do it. Come on, Veloci. We know you can. Let's keep it up. And Veloci is now 4.3 seconds away from Just Jose. Just Jose 7 seconds away. So it's now, I do believe it's oh wait, we might have a move here with a Renault. Renault looked on the inside of Taz. Taz maybe decide otherwise. Here comes the late braking on the Renault. No, he doesn't. But now Taz has the not significantly more ERS, but has more ERS than the Renault driver behind him. But Sharon Leary looking to get past Tasmanian Devil, and that is DRS. ERS activated, wheel to wheel into corner 1. Sharon Leary late braking. Daniel Ricciardo move, parks the car perfectly, but tries to switch back. Can he make it work? And one lap later, and it's contact. No, Taz, no. And Taz quickly resets the track, and he's back on the way. But no, that was very dangerous from Sharon Leary. Could have left more space for Tasmanian Devil. Oh, Taz might be fumigating in that cockpit there. Ah, come on, Taz. Don't drive aggressive, drive smooth. But the two newcomers are 1 and 2 at the moment. That is good. We're gonna see a new race winner. We are gonna see a new race winner. That is amazing. As who is that around? That is Chaz stopping around. Is he out? No. Oh, this looks to be very. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I can't speak English. But this looks to be very. The concentration after so many laps around the circuit. The concentration is probably starting to fall off. As it's 6 laps to go. As just Jose now just gets a penalty. But L1 Veloce now needs to really put a move on, because he's only gained 4 seconds on Just Jose. Just Jose has been falling off all race long on the leaders up ahead. What can you do though? That is the question. But Cliffy can put a push on there and try to capture P2, maybe P3, maybe P1, so he could win this race. Still, Cliffy could. But Cliffy really has to put a push on this race now. What does Cliffy do? Does he make... No, takes the corner nicely. This is where the mistakes are made in the final few laps here, because the concentration is starting to go. But Cliffy within DRS range of Sharon Leary now. This is going to be a battle to watch for P2. Now, Cliffy, all Cliffy needs to do is smartly use his... Oh, Cliffy loses the back end there a little bit. But now he stays with him within DRS range. Does he make sure not to run too wide? As Cliffy has a penalty. As Cliffy will want Sharon Leary to get a penalty as well. Cliffy closing up to the Renault driver but cannot make a move so far. Chaz tapping 5 seconds for crossing the pit lane. Ah, this is not the race that Chaz had wanted. No, Cliffy 5 tenths behind Sharon Leary. Could you possibly see contact between the pair on like how Taz and... Oh, we do have a battle here. Hold on, it's wheel to wheel between the pair, and it a few laps later, after spinning out, Top Rod Brooks passes 8,000 RPM around the outside into corner 1. Alright, now here we go. P2 battle. Sorry folks if I cut off there for a little bit too. But here we go. No, that is Cliffy closing up. Oh no, Sharon Leary looks to be in trouble. Is that someone crossed the grass? That might have been Buntar. That is Buntar Jarrett. Oh no, you cannot do that. You're pushing the man off the track. And puncture. Round he goes. Buntar Jarrett, who had P1 secured, got a puncture on lap 31. But now Cliffy takes the race lead. Cliffy takes the race lead. This could be Cliffy's race to win. Taz, no dirt around him right now. L1 Veloce can still get P3. He will get P3 because of just a penalty. And now Sharon Leary is now going to be under pressure from Tom Rod Brooks. Wheel to wheel, coming out the exit. Does he cut in front of the Red Bull? Oh, they make contact. Oh no, that is the second time he's making contact in that corner. But full hard Jarrett. Ah, that's heartbreak, mate. For only 5 more laps, you could have. Only 5 more laps you should have. You had to let the race end. But now we have the new. We do possibly have a new race winner. Oh no, we don't. Taz will maybe inherit the race lead. Oh no, that is not good to see for Cliffy. Cliffy cannot pull the gap. Oh, if Cliffy can pull the gap in the next 3 laps, I'll be amazed. But it doesn't look physically possible right now, as L1 Veloce will inherit P2, maybe P3 if he can get, maybe P2 actually, if he can get that car sorted and get him into the race lead, as he is in within the penalty range, and Cliffy will probably drop down to P4 if he's not careful, because his teammate is on a push trying to get that podium. And now we can see the two horses go head to head. Toss my salad though. Toss all over the back of Tamar Brooks. Tamar Brooks will be looking in his rear view, wondering where will he make the move, where will he come, will he make a lunge going into the next corner. Toss looking to be driving a mighty race right now, after having so many calamities, but Toss still driving pretty well. As we have a weird audio glitch from one of the Red Bulls in front, and I do believe that, yes, that is Tamar Brooks, but that is okay, because now, hey, Toss My Salad has significantly more overtake than Veloce. He could get by if he uses it. I think he'll just wait for Tamar Brooks on the last lap to pull off an amazing overtake. But Veloce just outside the DRS range. He will get within the DRS range on this lap now. Can Veloce make an amazing overtake on this circuit and maybe catch Tasmanian Devil and take the race lead? As we have a, and that is, no, Evan, that is, no, that's Wavesy, sorry. Wavesy was on the back row. Tamar Brooks, that is my bad. As now we have Bullhard Jart. Does he look to the inside on him? No, he doesn't. Decides otherwise. But Bullhard Jart getting very close to the rear end. Maybe can he try and make a move? Maybe he switches to the inside. Can he? Yes, he does. Uses the overtake round the outside. He's going to send it out 8,000 RPM. 8,000 RPM trying to put the pinch on it. Late break. Who breaks latest? As Bullhard Jart pushes him around the corner and a few 5 or 3 laps later, Bullhard Jart is back up into the descent course. Now just Jose must be sweating, wondering where will Veloce overtake. Can Veloce pull off a mega super overtake? Veloce, oh, his fuel light is flashing. Now Veloce only 9 lap old softs. They might be going off on lap 10, so he has to make that overtake before they start to go off. But Taz will be our race winner if he stays at this rate. We know Taz is more than capable of doing that, so we will see what he can do. As L1 Veloce looks to be falling off the pace now, and Sharon Leary, who had pitted 5 laps ago, as Cliffy starts to find a lap now. Can Cliffy pull that 5-second gap in the matter of 1 lap? I do not believe that is possible, but he will be falling down to P4, unfortunately, for the Haas driver. So that will be not an amazing sight for him. As now we see maybe a last lap battle between the 3. Sharon Leary, actually you cannot count out Sharon Leary. Sharon Leary, it's the last lap. He can't get past Veloce. He's probably heating up those. Oh, he looks to be flying at the moment. He could try a very dangerous move, as he's now all over the back of Veloce. Veloce needs to be careful here, because if Sharon Leary, and he's going to get past Veloce, last lap battle. Veloce looks to the inside, maybe covers it up decently. Sharon Leary, oh, Sharon Leary trying to get that podium away from Veloce. Now stuck behind Veloce, maybe looks to the inside. No, he can't do it. But Sharon Leary, after trying to get that podium, after getting pole position, Cliffy wins the race, and Taz takes the win. Cliffy finishes first on track, but Taz takes the win. And L1 Veloce second, Sharon Leary third. That's a great debut race there from the Renault driver. Cliffy fourth, Just Jose fifth, Tamar Brooks sixth, Bullhard Jart, heartbreak to see in seventh. Wavesy maybe finishing ninth, Dunster 8th, And here comes Johnny down the main straightaway to finish 10th. Tosma started 11th as 8,000 RPM is 12. Vody, who had so many heartbreaks this race, 13th. Chaz Staffen, which is unfortunate to see him outside of the point after doing so well this whole season. Now he's going to cross the line and finish 14th in this race. Well, here comes Kraken. The two Ferraris outside the point. That is not good to see. As he crosses the line in 15th, and that will be the last of our running drivers to cross the line. As we will go onto the podium celebration now, as Taz popping the champagne now. I do believe that is 3 wins in UNF1. Tom Brooks is driver of the day for good measure. Good job, Tom. From 19th on the grid to 6th at the flag. That is great to see. As we let them celebrate and pop the champagne and see what is what. Doing the little duck, as that is a decent as good days. Taz drove very well in that Mercedes car. Volace is having to finish second best. Sharon Larry in third, having Jamaican flag. Big up to Sharon Larry, actually great drive. That was a race to watch, but as we take a quick run through the order, it's Tasmanian Devil, L1 Volace, Sharon Leary, Cliffy, Just Jose, Tom Brooks, Bullhard Jart, The Dunster, Wavesy, Johnny O 95, Tosmaya Salad, 8000 RPM, Voody, Chaz Stappen, Kraken, Adam Banjo, Puerto Crow, UNF1 Daniel, Berries, and Etrafabone, who is last. Let me get out some invites to these guys so they can get the interviews. Give me a second. You see a big screen for a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna be sending out these invites to these guys for a quick second. Give me a second, boys. Do I have Sharon Leary as a friend? Wait, let me try. What was his name? Oh yeah. Let me just get all the invites. What's his Taz's name again? Where is this? I'm sorry for the blue screen, guys. Just give me a second. Where are these guys, man? you just wait for them to join now. Pop, 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 pop. Taz. Hold on, give me a second, Sharon Larry. I'm just waiting for Taz to join. As we wait for Taz to join. So, alright, let me just do you first, Sharon. So, you had a great rookie race today. What was the strategy?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Obviously with qualifying, the inter tire kind of messed up everything, and I wasn't sure whether to go on mediums or the softs. But myself and my good friend Bois, and we had Chaz in there as well, party. We decided to go for the soft tire, just in case the rain really disrupted the grip in Q2. And then going into Q3, really the objective was to get pole, because obviously the first row of the grid would be the most beneficial, especially on the soft tire. Over here it's really hard to overtake with the DRS train, so that would have been great, but I messed up my last lap. Going over a puddle, and then the car just stepped out, which was really annoying because I had Q1, I had Q2, I had Q3 run 1, and then messed it up on the last one where it all mattered, so that was awful. But yeah, the race was pretty hectic. The start was very good. I just wanted to keep my nose clean because obviously it's my rookie race. I didn't want to do anything stupid. And yeah, the start went really well. Managed to navigate and get up to P whatever it was. Then we pitted when the safety car came out for the hard tire. We wasn't sure if it was going to go to the end, but we would find out. We'll see how it goes. And then my good friend, as you saw, had a puncture from the lead, so yeah, that was a call for me to go into the pits and go on the soft tire. And yeah, after that it was just damage limitation, see what I could do. But really happy with that, really happy with the podium.
Yeah, good drive today, mate. I saw you going P1 in both Q1 and Q2. That was quite amazing to see. You definitely showed you had pace and you can battle for the lead. What's the thought going into next weekend?
Firstly, I want to just thank the league owners. I want to thank my good friend for getting me into this league. From what I understand, they had to move heaven and earth to get me in here, because obviously it's such a good league and it's so full and with loads of good drivers. So to get me in here was quite an achievement. So thank you to the league owners, my good friend. And yeah, going into next weekend, France is a really good track. Keep practicing. We'll see what I can manage. Obviously, we're 8 races in, so there's no hope of the championship for me. So yeah, it's just about trying to get those race wins, get the experience, and then going into the next season, that's where I'll challenge for the championship. But so far, from what I've seen, it's looking very good. The pace it's a very competitive league, so really excited.
Yeah. What was it like when you saw you start, right, and you felt you didn't qualify the best? What tire comfort were you going for to try and make up that loss of positions?
The soft. So we started on the soft because we qualified on in Q2 on the soft. I think the medium would have been a good tire to start on, just because around Zandvoort it really overheats the front left. It's really awful, and you start to wash out wide. But luckily, with the setup work me and my friend did, I had a lot of front end to counteract the overheating and the understeer. So it meant that when the tires were starting to overheat, I wasn't as affected as other drivers. Other drivers, you see them going off into gravel or hitting the curbs, and just the curbs are really awful around here as well. So yeah, it was really all about keeping my nose clean, and then with that safety car, the strategy, just to see. I thought we might be with a chance for the win or maybe a podium with that hard strategy, but those hards, they were done by the time by the last 6 laps, so there was really no hope there. But if I could have gone to the end, I think I could have held back whoever's behind me. So yeah, it's a good first race, so I'm not disappointed, but the win was definitely on the cards. And the last few corners, the last lap, that was very, very close. But I didn't have the ERS to make the pass, so yeah, that was a bit annoying, but can't complain.
Good race for you today. I hope to see you next weekend at round 9 at France. We should be treated to another beautiful race. I do hope to see you on the top step of the podium, fighting with Veloce and Taz and the rest of the quick drivers. So,
Thank you.
see you next
That's
weekend,
the goal,
mate. As I want to thank everyone for watching the live stream today. Thank you for tuning in. See us next weekend at round 9 at France. It should be just as entertaining or even more. This is Viper signing out. Cheers, boys.